Hello and welcome to Five School of Motoring. It's Mohammed. I hope you guys are doing great. This is another real test video of one of my students. Unfortunately, he didn't pass. So later on in the video, we're gonna find out the reason why that happened. Test was taken at Thornbury Test Center and time of the test was just before 1. Okay, learner is with the examiner now. They've just moved off and they're going to be turning left at the end of this road. Remember, the speed limit will be mentioned at the top left corner. They're coming up to the roundabout. This is where they're going to be turning left to take first exit. Then examiner tells the learner to stay to the right. Again, make sure you listen to the examiner carefully. Through this traffic light, they're going to be going in the most right lane, and through this traffic light, they're going to stay in the second lane from the right towards Leeds. And ahead, speed limit will change to 40 miles an hour. Soon after this set of traffic lights, a new lane appears. Ideally, you should move into the left lane, but the learner stays into the right lane. Then examiner tells him to move into the left lane, which he does okay in the end. Here, examiner is told learner to turn left, and then you have to follow that bend round all the way to the right towards Pudsey. And make sure you keep that junction clear. So he was just about okay to go after this junction. And then again, he's going to follow that lane, stay in the left lane, make sure, and then he takes the exit towards Pudsey. And ahead speed limit changes to 30 miles an hour. And the learner will take the next road on the left. And further up on this road, learner will be told by the examiner to pull up on the left somewhere safe. This is where Satnav driving starts. And learner will move off again when it's safe to do so. And then learner will be taking next road on the right just opposite the bus stop, and the speed limit on the new road is 20 miles an hour. And at the end of the road, they'll be turning left and the speed limit is 30 miles an hour on a new road. On this junction, you have to be very careful. This is a closed junction, so you can't see as much. So you have to peep and creep on this one. And now they'll take the next road on the right. Again, the speed limit will be 20 miles an hour on a new road. And then examiner will tell learner to pull up on the left somewhere safe. So he does well to hold back from that scooter. And then when the scooter goes, he goes a little bit further to pull up on the left. Otherwise, he'll be blocking the driveway. And then learner will be told to move off again when it's safe. And the speed limit will change to 30 miles an hour now. And at the end of this road, learner will be told to turn left. and just after the white car, they'll be turning left. And now, learner will be told to pull up on the left somewhere safe again. And then they'll be asked to move off again when it's safe. And then learner will turn right at the traffic lights. You can clearly see the road marking right lane goes towards right, so you have to take this lane. Remember, on this traffic light, the oncoming traffic view is a little bit obstructed, so just make sure when you're taking this turn it's safe. And then they'll take the next road on the right. So the position wasn't the best to take this right turn, as you can see in this picture. So he should have positioned a bit more to the right, so he's not really obstructing any traffic from behind. But he didn't get any serious mistake for that. It will just be a minor. Unless you're there for a very long time obstructing traffic, then it can be a serious mistake. So he's okay with that. And then further up, they'll be asked to pull up on the left somewhere safe again. And learner will be asked to move off again when it's safe to do so. And then further up on this road, learner will be asked to carry out a maneuver which is pull up on the right somewhere safe. Learner was committed to pull up on the right before that next parked car on the right, so he does really well to give way to the oncoming traffic. It's absolutely fine to do that. And then when it's safe, he's going to move off again, and then he's going to pull up on the right nice and easily. And then what's going to happen next is examiner will ask you to reverse 2 cars length. Okay, learner has reversed 2 cars length now, and then he'll be told to move off again to rejoin the traffic. And then they're coming up to the roundabout. This is where they're going to be taking first exit towards Bradford. Remember, this roundabout can be very busy. Please be patient here and wait for your gap. and speed limit will be 60 miles an hour ahead. But make sure you wait till you go past that sign and then pick up speed. Sometimes learners start to go fast as they see the 60 sign. Here, the learner will be moving into the middle lane because they're heading towards Bradford. Make sure you check your mirrors, you signal right, and pick up enough speed so you can easily join the carriageway, and do look over your right shoulder just before entering the carriageway. So there's a national speed limit sign ahead. Because it's a dual carriageway, so the speed limit will be 70 miles an hour. So learner decides to overtake that slow moving vehicle in front of them. So he goes into the right lane to overtake him. It's absolutely fine to do that. If you are staying behind a very slow moving vehicle, you can pick up a mistake for that as well. So he does well to overtake them and he comes back. Just make sure if there is a queue in the left lane, you don't want to overtake them just because it's a queue, so you just want to stay in the left lane. Ahead, they're going to be going towards Bradford, which is a first exit. You've got a separate slip road to take that exit, so you don't have to give any one way. So he comes in the most left lane and speed limit changes to 40 just before the traffic light. And here, make sure you get into the middle lane because there will always be parked cars on the left hand side, as you can see on the left. And whenever it's safe, just come back in the left lane. But the learner stays in the middle lane, which is fine. So what he does is he comes back in the left lane after the traffic light. As long as you do it, it's fine. You just don't want to stay in the middle lane or right lane for no reason. And now he comes back in the left lane. Okay, this is where he makes a serious mistake. It's quite a silly reason to fail the test because I think he should have passed the test, but he didn't. So I just want you to keep an eye on the next set of traffic lights. So he's going in the left lane quite nicely, and further ahead there's a traffic light. So what he does is he does not stop at the red light. Looks strange, doesn't it? So we can see this lorry or skip lorry, whatever you want to call it, is stopping because the traffic light ahead is red and speed limit changes to 30. But as you can see, it just does not stop at the red light at all, and he just keeps going. And then he realizes, I've gone past the red light, and that was the mistake, and a serious mistake. Anyways, he was just literally 30-40 seconds away from the test center, maybe a minute, but then it's a serious mistake and he fails the test. It's a shame because it's a strange and silly reason, but he has failed. Anyways, at this set of traffic lights, they'll be turning left and heading back towards the test center. Once you've gone through this set of traffic lights, examiner will tell you to stay to the right because you'll be turning right at the roundabout to take third exit. And past this traffic light further up, the speed limit will change to 10 miles an hour, as you can see now. So this roundabout, just take it nice and slowly because it's not a big roundabout. So ideally, take it in first gear if you can, because here it gets quite tight. And then they'll be taking the second road on the right to into the test center. This is the first road, and the next one is the right turn they're going to be taking, this one. And then once you've taken that turn, if you're already in second gear, just make sure you slow right down for this hump, because this is quite sharp. And then they'll be asked to pull up on the right in any of the bays, and they are gonna be given the result, which is not gonna be in his favor, but that has happened. I'm sure he's gonna do it next time. Thanks for watching this video, guys.